Being an out transsexual, there's one question that follows me around wherever I go. Inquiring minds want to know, have I gone all the way? You know, have I had the surgery? And to me, it feels like a no-win inquisition. If I tell the truth, no, not yet, then I get to deal with everyone else's emotional baggage. Because nothing makes people more paranoid than a real-life female with a phallus. Straight men shaking their boots at the possibility that they might accidentally become attracted to me. And those who patrol the gate of women's only spaces are often dead set on discriminating against me, driven by the ridiculous belief that my girly little estrogenized penis is still somehow pulsating with hypermasculine energy. But then, having the surgery has its own stigma attached to it. No medical methodology induces as much fear and anxiety as SRS, sex reassignment surgery. A friend once told me he once saw SRS on the video Faces of Death, sandwiched in between real-life shark attacks and murder attempts. Some people go so far as to call SRS a form of self-mutilation, conveniently ignoring the fact that more common procedures such as nose jobs and liposuction also involve the removal of a small amount of non-essential tissue. Most people are surprised when I tell them they don't really cut the penis off. They just turn it inside out and move the nerve endings around to make a functional and realistic-looking clitoris and vagina. At that point, I'm invariably asked if I want SRS so that I can have sex with a man. And you should see the blank stares I get when I reply, no, but I'm really looking forward to having my wife fuck me with a strap-on dildo. See, we live in a phallic-obsessed culture. We're all trained to believe that everything having to do with gender and sexuality somehow revolves around the penis. That's why so many clueless straight guys come on to dykes with pickup lines like, once you've had the real thing, baby, you won't ever go back. They actually buy into that crap. And it's also why most people can't even talk about transsexual women or SRS without centering the discussion around the penis. But the thing that nobody gets is that my desire to have SRS has absolutely nothing to do with my penis. This is about me wanting to have a clitoris and vagina. But we don't even have the language to describe this desire. It's the ultimate Freudian slip. We naturally assume that all young girls suffer from penis envy, but we can't imagine that any boy could possibly have its polar opposite. It's all in the words we use. When someone is bold or brave, we say they have balls, while words like pussy and cunt are only ever spoken as insults. And while everyone seems to understand how the penis works, we treat female genitalia like they're a mysterious black box. Most young women aren't even taught the names of all their body parts. Many people aren't aware that the clitoris even exists. And as for the vagina, well, aren't we all taught to see that as simply the hole where the penis is supposed to go? So it's no wonder most people assume that I must be mentally ill, because in this culture, wanting to be a woman is something most people find literally unimaginable. And when I do have SRS, my surgically deconstructed genitals will no doubt be seen by some to be an abomination or blasphemy. Because my cunt will be the ultimate question mark, asking, how powerful can the penis really be if a sane and smart person like me decides that she can do without it? And if the world supposedly revolves around the penis, then my SRS will knock it off its axis. And phallic symbols everywhere will come crashing down like nothing more than a house of cards. Because after all, a cigar is always just a cigar. And I am simply me. And I refuse to let other people project their penis obsessions onto my body. And as far as I'm concerned, if they can't fathom why I might want to trade in my penis for a clitoris and vagina, then they're the ones who have the gender disorder.